The November 7th election countdown is on. Rancho Palos Verdes voters will be electing 2 new city council members. There are 6 candidates vying for 2 seats being vacated by RPV Mayor Brian Campbell and Councilmember Anthony Mizitich. Campbell and Mizitich have both termed out after serving on the council for 8 years. The candidates' names and titles as they appear in the ballot include Dave Emmenheiser, businessman and city commissioner, Eric Alegria, finance board member and businessman, John Cruikshank, planning commissioner and engineer, Krista Johnson, executive and financial board member, Ben Kelly, who's a student, and Matthew Vitalich, writer. To learn more about the candidates and their positions, you can watch the candidate forums airing right here on RPV TV up till Election Day. The 2 candidates elected will serve a 3-year term instead of the traditional 4-year term. Starting in 2020, RPV November elections will be changed from odd-numbered years to even-numbered years in order to coincide with the statewide election dates. Federal, state, and local elected leaders met with their constituents at the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce's annual legislative forum. Liz Brown-Swanson joins us with all the details.
Maria, I'm here at the Palos Verdes Country Club, where the Palos Verdes Peninsula Chamber of Commerce is holding their annual legislative luncheon. And U.S. Congressman Ted Lieu and State Senator Ben Allen have come here to address the members to discuss issues impacting the business community.
The chamber is nonpartisan. We don't endorse any candidates. This is an information session. It is wonderful that these legislators want to come to our community and speak directly to our business and local government leaders and have an open dialogue.
Economy is good. California went from being 8th in the world in terms of its economy to now 6th in the world. That's amazing.
We'll be talking about the California economy, some of the success stories and some of the challenges. Certainly the economy's been continuing to grow, and we've been really pleased with the growth. One of the things that I'm working on a lot with the local state assembly member Al Marsucci is aerospace. It's something that is a real economic driver for this region. We've been working really hard to try to keep the Air Force Base here. We've been working also on things like crowdfunding, trying to make it easier for some of the new tech companies to raise capital together. I know there's something that a number of the entrepreneurs who live here on the peninsula care about.
Love to talk about health care. I am on Obamacare, so it is not a perfect law. Any law can be improved or updated, and I am more than happy to repeal Obamacare if we have a better plan.
We've got lots of other issues. We got open space issues, we have coyotes, we have peacocks, we've got our budget, we have got unfunded requirements by the state. We have new state laws regarding housing that could possibly change dramatically the nature of our environment up here in Palos Verdes. I mean, there's dozens and dozens of things that we always have to be involved in. But crime is number one.
I think the takeaway is that we share so much on the peninsula here, and that we need to work together, like Tip O'Neill and Ronald Reagan. And the closer we get to doing that with our state, unfortunately, our state elected representatives have been voting in accordance with our wishes on some of these major issues.
Many of the attendees today that I spoke with said that the highlight for them is coming to this legislative luncheon and knowing that it is nonpartisan, and that despite political differences, people that come here want to work together. I'm Liz Brown-Swanson reporting for RPV TV.
One big issue residents are concerned about here in RPV is the coyote population. Currently, RPV has a coyote management plan in place. Liz Brown-Swanson has the latest on the plan and the city's new web application to track the coyotes.
Definitely we're seeing an uptick in the coyote population, and it's not only here in Rancho Palos Verdes, it's throughout the peninsula, it's throughout the South Bay. I mean, many cities are addressing this issue.
It makes sense where you see them. We're seeing them in the preserve behind, in Portuguese Bend. We're seeing them in neighborhoods that abut the canyons. The one that's a little bit interesting that I'm going to do a little more research on is we're starting to see them off of Western Avenue and Avenida Prenda in that neighborhood.
With more coyotes, the city of Rancho Palos Verdes is doing more to educate residents about how to protect themselves, their pets, and neighborhoods from these wild animals. The city teamed up with Palos Verdes Estates and Rolling Hills Estates to launch a new web application that tracks coyotes around the peninsula.
Our IT department developed a wonderful web app, and you can use it on your computer or your smartphone. If you're out taking a walk, you see a coyote, I would love for you to report it to me. It's so simple to pull up on your phone. You're going to give your name and your contact information. And it's going to walk you through a series of questions. How many coyotes did you see? What were they doing? And then we have a GIS-based system where you can actually pinpoint exactly where you are or type in an address, which will then transfer onto a map that you can also view on your website or on our website that will show you coyote sightings and what's been going on in the city.
The tracking tool helps monitor coyote activity and is part of RPV's coyote management plan.
So the management plan is broken down into different sections, and it's available on the city's website. The first part of it educates or describes coyotes and the history of coyotes and their behavior. And then the second part of it provides tools and information the public can refer to deter coyotes from coming into their neighborhood, or to, when you're encountered with a coyote, what type of hazing methods to use to scare the coyote and shoo him away off your property or away from you, so you're not feeling so threatened by him.
We do have a protected yard, but these coyotes, we're actually, our property is by a horse trail. So I'm sure they run on that horse trail all the time, and they can easily jump over a fence and get into our backyard if they want.
So you keep your dog in at night?
We keep our dog in at night.
Coyotes don't want to come into your neighborhood unless there's something attracting them. They're looking for food. If one neighbor in your neighborhood is leaving their dog food out, leaving their barbecues uncovered, leaving fruit on the ground, this is going to attract the coyote to the neighborhood. I've gotten emails from people that have said, we've had 3 cats in our neighborhood killed. I don't know about any of it. Unless we know about it, we can't do anything to help you. If you're having a coyote problem on your property, you give me a call. I can ask someone from LA County to come out and do an assessment of your property, give you some ideas of what you can do. You also always have the opportunity as a private property owner to hire a private trapper.
The city officials I spoke with said they don't want to alarm the community, just inform the public about what to do if they see a coyote. And of course, don't forget, log on to your phone or your computer and report what you see at coyotesightings.rpvca.gov. I'm Liz Brown Swanson reporting for RPV TV.
Rancho Palos Verdes Mayor Brian Campbell recently put on a powerful public safety presentation for the Peninsula seniors at Hess Park. The mayor, who also serves with the California State Military Reserve, brought an expert team to demonstrate what to do when faced with a live shooter. Liz Brown Swanson joins us now from Hess Park with the story. Liz.
Wearing his military uniform with a 38-pound pack, RPV Mayor Brian Campbell, along with terrorism expert Eric Franco, gave an action-packed presentation to Peninsula seniors. They wanted everyone in the room to know what to do if ever faced with a live shooter. From the recent Las Vegas massacre to a gunman captured not long ago in RPV, they say remembering to run, hide, fight, and help could save their lives.
I really want to thank the Peninsula seniors today for allowing us to come and talk about both what the California State Military Reserve does and also to listen to a presentation by Eric Franco on the run, hide, fight training that the Department of Homeland Security would like every American to have. We live in a very different world today than perhaps many of us grew up in. Incidents that happen overseas now happen here. While major crime in a lot of cities has gone down, the active shooter, domestic terrorist type of crime is going up and up and up.
So the message today was about basically awareness in active shooter and threat situations that are out there in society. So the basics on the Department of Homeland Security's Run, Hide, Fight program. I add on a treat component at the end of that so that when people know how to run, they know where to go and how to react, where to hide, how to fortify rooms, and how to make it slower for the bad guy coming inbound. The third one on how to fight, how to win. and how to use teamwork as far as how to fight, what fight tools they should use. And then the last and most important part is how to treat, how to save themselves or anybody else that's around them using something as simple as a tourniquet.
I learned that I've been foolhardy. I have been complacent. I thought that these things would only happen somewhere else. It could happen right here in this room. And we were learning multiple things that we can do to protect ourselves and those around us.
Today's lecture ended up being more than I had actually anticipated, particularly with the addition of our terrorism expert. And I've just had about 15 different raves as people walked out the room talking to me about what a fantastic presentation was and how much they really enjoyed it.
Well, I talked to a lot of the seniors leaving the lecture today, and they said they're feeling a lot more prepared. And if you want to check out future lectures put on by Peninsula seniors, go on to their website at pvseniors.org. I'm Liz Brown Swanson reporting for RPV TV.
The Peninsula Seniors will hold their annual fashion show on Friday, October 27th. We got a sneak peek of what you'll see on the models. Let's take a look.
This is the only fundraiser that the Peninsula Seniors has annually. It's going to be on Friday, October 27th at the Doubletree, the Hilton on Hawthorne Boulevard in Torrance. It begins at 11 a.m. and the fashions are going to be Saga, which is where we are now, and Chico's, and there are going to be other vendors. There's going to be a live auction, there's going to be a boutique. There's always a fun boutique with gently used items too, really pretty donated items from our members and their friends. And this year, the grand prize that you can win at the silent auction is actually a trip to Big Bear, staying in a beautiful retreat.
This is such a fun fashion show. We come every year, and I think it just gets better and better.
I agree with you. I do think it gets better and better. It is a fun fashion show. I know a lot of women who actually look forward to this. They're excited. I got a text from somebody recently who told me she can't wait, and this is the only time of year I ever see her, this particular event.
You know, what I love about the fashions, especially in a store like we're in right now, is that they'll see one or two pieces in the fashion show and they can't wait to come back in the store and look at the jewelry, the shoes, the fashion.
This is a beautiful store with unique, artful pieces. And so I imagine a lot of the ladies are going to be coming back here again and again and again. This is also one of the dangers of being a model in a fashion show like this. It becomes very tempting.
Do you know which pieces yet will be in the fashion show?
I do. There's going to be we're going to bring in some some made in Italy that we import ourselves. We're going to bring a lot of purses. We're going to try to, we'll bring some Joseph Ripkoff. It's going to be more orders just because it's hard to bring in. But Joseph Ripkoff's a beautiful line designer from Canada. We'll have some Citron, USA. So we're going to have a variety of things.
I noticed that you have a lot of pieces in here that people will definitely want to order for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And we want that. We want people to order and, make sure they like it and, come back. We also have local artwork, as Antoinette was saying, and things like that. So definitely we want to be part of the community here.
For the fashion show, do you know what pieces will be used yet? Or
I'm pretty sure the Ghana bead and maybe some crystals. Yeah. I love making big, long pieces. And I love making jewelry that has quality, to it, and something that you can feel confident in wearing over the years.
How did you decide that jewelry was going to be your outlet of being different?
Everywhere I went, people would ask me, where did I get my jewelry? And so I decided, I might as well go ahead and make some jewelry because everybody wanted my jewelry, so I did. And yeah.
And, this store that we're in right now is so unique. Beautiful clothes, and the accessories are really special. You fit right in. How did you actually connect with them?
I was going to the local grocery store, and I just came in and I talked to the owners, Tristan and Kathy, and we just put our stuff in, and it's been pretty successful.
So if you're interested in purchasing tickets, you can contact Peninsula Seniors through pvseniors.org on the internet, or you can simply call the office and order your ticket, and the fashion show is actually on the 27th.
The Rancho Caninos Dog Park across from City Hall is celebrating 5 years. Pet owners were able to show their appreciation for the dog park during a volunteer cleanup day at the facility. Liz Brown Swanson joins us with all the doggy details.
Hi, Maria. I'm at Rancho Caninos Dog Park behind City Hall, where dozens of volunteers have come together to clean up this park for all of our favorite canines in our community. And while the volunteers are working hard, the dogs are having a ball.
Today, we are sprucing up the dog park in preparation for next month's Yappy Hour, our anniversary party for the dog park, which will be 5 years old. So we have volunteers here today pruning bushes, digging up weeds. We're a public park, and so we are open for 1 hour prior to sunrise to 1 hour after sunset. And people may be in here with their dog off leash, and we ask that no aggressive dogs come into the park.
We love coming down to the park. We have a lot of friends here that Ghost and I have made. So it's a great place to socialize. It's a great place to bring your dogs where you can get them off your leash. And he enjoys playing ball here, hanging out, running around with the other dogs.
It is a wonderful community to live in, and the dog park is particularly lovely because we can bring our puppy, Polly, which is 10.5 months old, and everybody seems to get along.
Right now, we're just trying to level out the ground and pick out all the weeds because the dogs might trip and fall. Or they can just jump over the fence and escape. So we have to level it out so they can't.
Just try to pick up all the grass, rake it up, maybe take a little break, play with the dogs a little.
Well, thanks to all the volunteers, this dog park is looking better than ever. The volunteers working very hard today, and the only time they seemed to take a break was to play with their dogs. I'm Liz Brown Swanson reporting for RPV TV.
The Eastview Dog Park is slated to open the gates sometime in November. The project at Eastview Park on Westmont Drive has been under construction since the summer. It includes a 1-acre dog park, enhanced trails, and improved picnic areas.
I'm Dan Trotner. I'm the Deputy Director for the Recreation and Parks Department with the City of Rancho Palos Verdes. We're here at Eastview Park, and what you see behind me is the newly established Eastview Dog Park. This is our second dog park in the City of Rancho Palos Verdes. We're very excited. This is a fairly large project. It's about 1 acre of dog park. We have 2 areas for a large and small dog. Also, in addition to the dog park, we did an enhancement of the trail network in and around the park. So we have a little bit of something for everyone.
City has done a great job in designing the dog park area. You have the small dog area and the large dog with drinking fountains and little areas for dogs to play and have fun with their owners.
So this project was approved by City Council, and it was a part of the Parks Master Plan. We gathered feedback from public surveys, and we had public meetings, and we saw that there was definitely a need for a dog park within the City of Rancho Palos Verdes. This area has traditionally been an area that the residents in and around RPV have come to really grow and love the park, bring their dogs. It was an unofficial off-leash dog park, although the city does have restrictions to keep dogs on leash when you're in city parks. 6-foot leash, and it seemed like a natural fit because we had a large population of dog owners that would come and enjoy this this expansive park.
So this is Perry.
This is Perry, and he is so happy to be coming to a dog park.
The Eastview Dog Park's official opening day and ribbon cutting ceremony will be posted on the city's website at rpvca.gov. The PV football team is always at the top of their game. I had a chance to talk with 3 of the captains on the team who talk about the work that goes into getting prepared for the task at hand.
Well, we've put in a lot of work, and every year we kind of come across the same challenge as, oh, we're not going to be as good as our last year's team. But every year our coaches do a great job of figuring it out, finding the right personnel, and we always end up having a successful season, and we're on the road to another one this year.
We have a lot of young guys, but the older guys are just helping them learn the positions, learn everything. Coaches are doing a great job and teaching us the right formations and stuff. Yeah.
It seems like there's so many little things in football, and those are the things that once they settle in, then you know the game better.
Yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of little, if you get everything right, everyone does their right assignment, then you'll end up pretty good.
Everybody's helping each other out to get the best results for everybody. We really want to challenge each other and push each other to be the best player that you can be.
The process of learning is just repetition and
learning what our coaches want us to do, like our steps and how they want us to have a mindset of being aggressive for every block that we make or every pass that we throw and how to run upfield and stuff.
What are practices like for you guys?
Practices are pretty intense because we all live to compete and hit each other as hard as possible at all times, but it always ends up some way fun, especially with our gassers Mondays.
How many hours a day do you spend working on football?
A lot. We put in a lot of hours here, and not only just on the field, but off the field too. We do a lot of film work and studying our opponent and also studying ourselves to see how we can better improve ourselves.
Difficult to balance schoolwork with football work?
It's always a challenge. Academically, we have a really good high school, but I feel like our football team does a great job of balancing that because we don't really have too much of a social life during the football season. We come here or we go to school and then we come practice, then we go do our homework and then wake up and it repeats.
You guys spend a lot of time playing football, practicing football. Is it difficult with your studies?
I wouldn't say it's that difficult. Always end up like finishing everything. If you just stay on task, you'll be fine.
I know that your coach's mindset's always one game at a time, one play at a time. How long does it take before that kind of settles in?
It's supposed to settle in on the first day because you got to know what you need to do, and you got to know this rep matters for the next rep also.
We're a well-rounded team, and we're opening up our game, our playbook a lot more, and we're looking forward to a successful season and go as far as we can.
Battle for LA. I know you're a Cowboy fan, but Rams or Chargers, who's the better team?
I'm going to have to go with the Rams just because Jared Goff went to one of my favorite schools, Cal.
I would have to say the Rams.
I got to go with Chargers because I got season tickets.
And when you have season tickets, that's a pretty good reason to pick the team. At Halloween time, most kids go trick-or-treating, while at RPV, they also go trunk or treating. Our intern, Caitlin Semko, joins us from the city's annual Trunk or Treat celebration held at Ladera Linda.
Hey Maria, I'm here at Ladera Linda for the annual Trunk or Treat, where this parking lot has been transformed into a hoppin' Halloween wonderland.
I'm Mona Dill with Recreation and Parks, and today we're here at the Trunk or Treat program at Ladera Linda Community Center. This is our 6th year that we've done this. We've got 18 trunks here from local community organizations and local residents, and we're here giving out candy to little ones so all the kids can get an extra week out of their costumes, which is fun. We have our partner Kids Music and Motion going on, and they also have a music class going on right now. We have electric kids that are up there having a really fun obstacle course for kids, which is great. We also have a musical petting zoo where kids can try all kinds of different musical instruments, and then we have lots of kids crafts, and it's just a hoot today.
We think it's great. It's so fun. We see a lot of friends here and family.
We're just collecting candy. Tinkerbell is a little bit shy, but she's very excited.
What inspired you to do this year?
Well, for the first time since 1988, Dodgers are going to the World Series. Go Blue! Created the ball field here, as you can tell, including a pitcher's mound. We've got a big crowd, and we've got our Vin Scully scoreboard in the background there.
Dressed up as today?
Cleopatra. Trick or treat!
Trick or treat!
As we're wrapping up today's event here at the Candyland sign, I can think of one word to describe today: sweet. Back to you, Maria.
And as I wrap up this edition of Peninsula Beat, I want to thank the city, the community, and the Los Angeles Commission on Disabilities for presenting me with a special award for my work in sports. I'm also grateful to work here at RPV TV and have the opportunity to tell all of your stories. Here's more from the event with Liz Brown Swanson.
I think that people first think they see a wheelchair and they think you can't do something. So as soon as people see me and then they see me working, they forget about it.
RPV TV sportscaster Maria Sorreo was one of 12 honorees recognized at the 26th Annual Los Angeles County Commission on Disabilities Access Awards. Maria is the only wheelchair-bound sports reporter on television in Los Angeles and perhaps the country.
It's such an honor to be awarded for something that you love to do, and I'm completely blown away by all of this, and it's just amazing to be here.
Maria's long list of accomplishments and passion for sports dates back to her childhood. A car accident at age 5 left her partially paralyzed, but didn't stop her in her tracks of becoming an actress, a Miss California contestant, a national fitness trainer, a businesswoman, and for the last 20 years, a broadcast journalist interviewing the biggest names and teams in sports on her award-winning cable show, Playing the Field.
Her show has featured some of the biggest names in sports and the biggest events, covering all of our local sports teams. The Dodgers, the Angels, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings, and even the San Diego Chargers.
She is the quintessential professional, but just a positive force for the entire community, to be honest with you. Although she covers sports, she covers everything around the peninsula. Just to be in her presence truly is the most calming, the most positive presence that you can ever kind of be around.
We are so grateful that we have Maria Sorreo here in Rancho Palos Verdes TV. Maria is so talented that she actually puts the word ability in disability. She takes the dis out of the word disability and makes it ability.
We love her. We love her with all our heart. We are so proud of her. And it's about time she gets recognized, because she works like a dog, and she does it with physical limitations, even though you would never know by speaking with her and being around her.
October is National Disabilities Month. The motto here is disabled does not mean unable. And Maria is definitely able and determined to do it all.
This is a good thing because it shows that people can do all kinds of things. You know, I may be the only female sports reporter on television that covers sports from a wheelchair, but all these people have done amazing things, and it should give people a lot of hope.
What a special day celebrating you, Maria Sorreo. Congratulations, and we love you. Back to you in the studio.
And that will do it for us. From all of us here at RPV TV, make it a great day.